It's a revolution. It's a revolution.
What's going on, guys? It's Stubbs here. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm here on some Forza Motorsport 6 with the Chevy Impala Super Sport. So, with the release of GTA's Lowrider DLC, I wanted to go ahead and check if there was anything in this game I can do a drift build on. And of course, you guys know that it's more interesting for me, especially to do drift builds on more unusual cars than doing something like, you know, like 240 or whatever. So this is what I stumbled across. I stumbled across the Impala, and with that being said, let's do a drift build on it. This is going to be interesting because it's not necessarily supposed to be a drift car, but I think you can turn it into one. I don't know what sort of design I can put on this thing, and we'll see. Let's see what people have done already for this thing, because some of the designs on this already look kind of good. This one, for example, I think this looks excellent. Like, as a lowrider, the Impala is like easily my favorite car. But yeah, let's buy this thing. We'll give it some more horsepower. We'll see what we can do with the wheels. I think once we change the wheels from the stock wheels, which I'll try to probably keep them stock, the white walls are gonna go. So
this is your 1964 Chevrolet Impala.
I got it. All right. So yeah, once we change the wheels, I think it'll change the white walls. So I don't think we can do that. So let's go to the customized car. All right. Let's see what sort of wheels can we put on this thing to make it look good for a lowrider. I mean, these probably suit it, but nah. I think the original wheels that were already on it, I think, suit this the best. Trying to see. What can we do to this thing? Yeah, the original wheels look easily the best, because they're just, you know, the way they're supposed to look. Yeah, they definitely look the best. They should really put on some really? And the Forza kit at the front. That's literally all the modification we can do to this thing. Like, come on now. Of course, it has to get as low as possible. That looks quite good, actually. And then nothing else. I will go ahead and upgrade the other thing one by one with all the parts. But yeah, I wanted to randomly go into this game, and I want to see what sort of lowriders are in this game. And I like instantly went to the Chevy Impala, because like that's like the first car that I thought of whenever I thought of lowriders. So right now this has what? I don't even know what the stock engine is in this thing right now, but it has 425 brake horsepower and 425 pound-feet of torque, with 3,800 pounds, which is quite a lot. It's a 5.7 V8 and a 5.9 liter racing V8. I will keep the stock engine in it right now. I don't think I want to change it to anything else, and then obviously it's already a rear-wheel drive. I think I will supercharge it though. Yeah, let's supercharge this thing. I'm not going to turbo it, I'll supercharge it instead. And then we're going to have to try to get this to be kind of light right now. So it's on stock tire compound, obviously. And yeah, like I said, if you do end up changing the wheels, the white walls are going to go. So I'm not going to do that. I will, however, get the wheels to be a little bit wider. Some 225s in the front, and maybe do something similar to the rear. Maybe 225s in the rear as well. Okay, it'll go to 245s. How thick do these go right now? 315s. There are some big ass wheels on a lowrider. I don't want that. Some 245s in the front, or 245s in the rear. I mean, that'll be alright, since it won't have a ton of grip anyway, because we're in stock tires. I don't want to give this like a huge amount of horsepower, but I will sort of see what this is like. I'll probably give it around 550, and 550 on stock tires should be quite good, but this thing does weigh quite a lot right now, so we're gonna have to end up messing around with that once we finish everything here. We'll see how much it weighs in the end. It'll most likely get rid of around, I don't know. Hopefully it gets rid of 1,000 pounds. If it gets rid of 1,000 pounds, that'll be amazing with the weight reduction, which is at the end of this for the upgrades right here. So how much does this get rid of? It gets rid of 767 pounds, so almost 1,000 pounds. I'm kind of happy with that. That's not too bad right now. And if we change a bunch of parts here, which we will get this to just let's hopefully we get this to just under 3,000 pounds right now. What else can we change to this thing? The exhaust, I know for a fact that makes it lighter. There we go. It's a 496 horsepower. What else can we change to this thing? To get it better, the flywheel gets it even lighter. I mean, there's nothing really else that I can think of that we can try and do to this thing to basically increase the horsepower and also... oh, that's it. Perfect. We can just upgrade to the right supercharger. And that's pretty much going to be it. 551 horsepower right now, 551 pound-feet of torque. The car weighs just under 3,000 pounds. I think that's pretty good. Let's hop into test drive. See what this is like. And see what else we need to change on it. Because we are going to probably need to change some stuff on the car. Catalunya. What track should we go on? I'm trying to see here. Lime Rock, we've done that. Not the last time, but time before that. The GP circuit on Nürburgring is sort of interesting. We can try that. Roadmaker, Road Atlanta, Sebring, Silverstone. The two corners of Silverstone are actually kind of good. The Top Gear test track, nah. Sonoma, no, not really. Yeah, I think we're going to go with... I think I'm going to go with the Nürburgring track with the GP circuit right here, because there's a bunch of like kind of nice corners that you can try to drive this thing around, you know, slow and fast. And I think I've done this in Horizon 2. This looks so good. Whoever made this paint, well done. This actually does look quite good. Alright. Sounds quite good. Okay, it picks up and goes. Alright, alright. This is a decent amount of power. Alright, alright. Ooh. It seems a little bit flat right now. Seems just a little bit too flat. It does, like, you can't really... Like, when you're throwing your way around with this thing right now, it doesn't feel like it's rolling anywhere, but it does feel like you're sort of throwing it around a little bit. Alright, the gear ratios are a little bit messed up right now, so I'm gonna have to mess around with those. Well, for this track anyway. But, it's not horrible. I can't get a lot of angle with it right now. Like I said, it's not that bad. Having a lowrider drift wheel, this is just retarded. This is stupid that this is a thing. Oh my god, I can actually control this. It's a little bit harder to control, like it's sort of twitchy and whatever. It's pretty much the same as like any other car that like you'd get right at the beginning and you'd try to drive it or you'd try to drift it. It's very, very similar to like any other car that you just initially build for drifting. Let's go into some cockpit view and see if we can do anything better with this. Now remember, this is still untuned right now, so I've only upgraded the parts on it, but it is untuned. I don't have a tune yet. The suspension or anything. It's a lot more controllable when I'm in cockpit view or first person or whatever. Whenever I'm trying to slide around without a tune, it's so much easier like this. Alright, so it doesn't have a ton of power to spin the back wheels in 4th gear. I'm surprised how much grip this has on stock tires. I would have definitely expected less grip, honestly. I mean, these are tires that are worse than street tires. But it's pretty easy to power slide. Alright, let's go ahead, hop into the tune, and let's try to change some stuff in this thing. So I'm kind of happy with the amount of grip that the wheels are getting, that's fine. I will bring this up a little bit, the final drive, because it'll bring my ratios a little bit closer, so I should be able to use a little bit more of 3rd gear on most of these corners, a little bit more camber on the front and a bunch of camber on the rear, so something similar to that. The toe. I've been usually doing this with it. I've been giving it a bunch of toe out. I think I'll try a little bit of toe in for now. Do something similar to this. This is usually what I do on my race cars and stuff like that, and it helps quite a lot. But the anti-roll are fine. The springs, actually springs are just fine. I need to lower this a lot more though. And then the dampers, we're gonna have to soften these up quite a bunch. Again, bring this sort of down to reduce the twitchiness, and then same with the bump stiffness, bring this down quite a bit as well. Something similar to that. Then we go into acceleration, deceleration for the differential, and then something similar to this should be quite fine. 90-60. I can even lock the wheels. I can even lock the diff actually, if I really wanted to, but I think it's just fine for now. It sounds very good though. Very happy with the way it sounds. Okay, now second lap. Alright, so the gears are a little bit better this time. There we go. I'm topping off third gear, which is good. Which is sort of what I wanted. Oh, yes. And then fourth gear for these longer corners. Oh god, come on, sound the track. There we go. There's a deceleration for the diff working there. Come on, come on. Oh, I almost fucking crashed it. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I was a little bit too slow though. I was definitely a little bit too slow with all that. Alright, handling wise in first person is a lot easier in my opinion. So driving it like that was fine. Let's try a little bit of chase cam. I like it. So far I like this thing. Probably not the best track to have chosen to try and drift around. But it isn't. I mean the car is sort of okay, I lost it. I wanted to see how much angle I can get with this thing. Doesn't like it that much. Let's try to do this corner again actually, but we'll do it in reverse. Alright, let's turn around really quick. Alright, I just ended up doing it. 360. Alright, let's see if I can take this corner again. Try third gear. Once again. Well, I can't get a ton of angle in it, that's one thing. I can't do that. But it's not too bad. It's definitely driftable. There's obviously a lot of better cars than this for drifting, but like I'm just saying, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be for a lowrider drift car. And there, the front wheel just randomly caught a little bit too much grip. And I pulled in that direction. That's just, it's an interesting build. It's definitely a lot more fun than tuning like normal cars. You know, doing these like more unusual cars and stuff like that is definitely just a lot more fun to do. So yeah, I think this is gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. A lowrider drift build in Forza Motorsport 6. Because of the update that we got on GTA recently. If you guys haven't seen the GTA videos, they're on the channel. They have been up. Put one up yesterday with the crew. I ended up playing with the slap train and a bunch of other people. And the one before that I did pretty much the build on the Voodoo, which is basically the Impala of GTA. And there's actually a lot of customization. There's a lot of customization you can do right now in GTA on the lowriders, so that is kind of cool. You guys should really check that out. But for this build, I think we're done. I think maybe with a little bit more precision tuning, I can get this thing to be a little bit better than it is now, but I mean, it is a lowrider, so I can't really blame it for being like not the best drift car. But like I said, it's not bad. I've definitely driven worse cars than this. Alright, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.